Oh boy, wow, I had a great night's sleep. This bed was nice and cold.
This side of the bed was so nice and toasty.
Wait a minute. How can the bed be cold and hot at the same time?
That would be because we have the BedJet.
Yes, we do. Let's go ahead and check out this review. But first, let's get some more sleep.
You're gonna love it.
All right, guys, so let's talk about the BedJet for a second. So pretty simple to implement and to install on your bed. You have the main unit, which you see right here, then connected to a hose that will go to a sheet. Let me show you how that works.
Make sure you hit the subscribe button and tap the little bell icon to get notified when new videos become available.
Now the sheets have this venting system right here that you plug into, and they have these clips that allow you to close them. Now let me move this up for a second so you can see what's going on here. This is what's going to blow both the cool air and the hot air into the sheet. Now these sheets come single zoned or they come dual zoned. So a single zone pretty much means that you and your partner are going to have the same temperature. So if you want the bed hot, it will be hot. If you want the bed to be cold, it will be cold. Now in this case, we have the dual zone mode, which means that I have a separation between my side of the bed and my wife's side of the bed, giving me the ability to have two different temperatures. In other words, I can be cold, which I love cold, and she can be hot, because she likes the hot side. We have two of these, one for each side, and that's going to give us the ability to do the dual zoning. Now, on the other hand, if you're fine with your bed and you just want your partner to have the cool or the hot, and that's where the I would say the variation of heat is required, you could just have one of these units but a dual zone sheet like this one, and then what happens is the other side of the sheet just never gets that heat. So literally, this BedJet venting system comes into the sheet here, and then you'll notice that I have this clip here that runs into the bed that holds it in place. So all we do is cover this up just like this at night, and then that's it. Now again, this same type of opening exists on the other side. All right, so let's take a look at the actual remote, and then we're going to turn this on so you can see what the effect is going to be. So as we get closer to the remote here, you'll notice that you have a couple buttons. You have the ability to have like turbo heat to warm up the bed really quick, a heating mode, and then you have cooling. And then you have the ability to adjust each. You have muting, and then you also have a timer setting. You also have a Bluetooth app that you can use. I'm going to turn on the turbo heat really quick, and we're going to see what happens to the actual cover. And you can see how it's starting to inflate now. Now, as you look at this, you may be first alarmed and say, wow, you're really going to be sleeping under a balloon. Well, what we're going to do now is we're going to cover up the bed the way we normally have it, because we sleep underneath this, and this is now starting to get warm. And with our normal coverings, you'll notice that this will come down. Let me go ahead and set that up. All right, so I went ahead and added the couple of sheets that we have on top, and now you'll notice how it's much lower. Now, the air is still going through, and if I push it down, you can see how there's kind of some resistance here that it comes back. But my wife will be sleeping under these sheets, and she'll feel nice and toasty underneath, and then the blanket doesn't really pop up that much. And that's because of the added weight that we have with these other blankets. Now, while that's still running, let me just show you the app. So you do have a timer capability. You have temperature settings, right? What you can have, what your airflow is, an alarm. You have additional memory settings that you can set up. So this is going to give you, again, a lot of flexibility when it comes to configuring what you'd want, kind of like the temperature setting for your bed to be. Now, the other cool thing about this system is that it is firmware upgradable. So improvements will continue to come, and the firmware just comes in, and all you have to do is just hit update the firmware. That's it. All right, so let's take a look at the BedJet unit itself. So what we have is a really simple device here. In the front, you have power, you have heat, you have cold, and then you have your intensity. In my case, the BedJet is in this little tray. This tray is needed because I don't have a bed that is high enough where the BedJet can fit underneath my bed and be tucked away. But in the event that you do have the space, I'll go ahead and remove this and toss this to the side, you would be able just to have the BedJet like this, resting underneath your bed. Now, on this side, you do have your venting system, and this is where actually the intake, where it's going to suck in the air. And then on this side, we'll flip this over here. this is where the air comes out and it goes into that hose to cool or warm your bed. You'll notice that you do have some rubberized feet here, and they're there because obviously if you have the room underneath your bed, this would be just resting like this. You do have to have an extension cord running to an electrical outlet so that you can power the bed, but the implementation is very, very simple. So guys, that concludes our review of the BedJet, and this is the version 2. This was a really fun review, and I have to say that it really works. So if you're looking to have what I call peace in the bedroom, where you can have the hot side hot and the cold side cold, this is definitely something you should check out, and it's a cool piece of tech too. Make sure you smash that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one.